Hi, I'm 6'5" Mom, and welcome to 5 Minute Bible, where I do my very best to teach you biblical truths in 5 minutes or less. Um, Lately, it feels like the darkness is closing in. It seems like no matter where we turn or where we look, the world is in chaos. COVID, election, fires, earthquakes, tsunamis, you name it, it's out there. And it just feels like darkness is everywhere. And if you're at all like me, this can begin to feel overwhelming. It can be frightening even, and you can sit there and wonder, but what can I do? What can I do in this crazy, crazy world? And as I was reading over one of my favorite verses, the Lord brought to my mind what we're supposed to be doing in this crazy, crazy world. So the verse was Isaiah 9:2. The people who walk in darkness will see a great light. For those who live in a land of deep darkness, a light will shine. Now, this is Isaiah's words. This was predicting the coming of Jesus Christ, who is the light. But in today's present day, it still applies. Who is that light? And I would say right now, I look at this verse almost in two parts, okay? There are people who walk in darkness who will see a great light. That means there's a light around for them to see where they're walking. And then there are those who live in a land of darkness and a light will shine. Well, I feel like the land of darkness, that's the Middle East. That's these countries where there's great persecution for Christianity. And there aren't many believers around, and God is doing extraordinary things to shine a light there. But what about right here in America? There are plenty of people walking in darkness. They are lost in sin. They're lost in addiction. They are lost in so many areas. They're walking in darkness. But the word says they will see a light. Christ has already come, so where is that light now? Where is that light? Do you know where that light is? That light is you. As it says in Matthew chapter 5, verses 14 through 16. This is Christ talking, and he says, you are the light of the world. He's talking about his believers, his children. We are the light. And the first thing I want to point out is sometimes I feel like we know too much. Facebook tells us too much, and it feels like this huge daunting task because we're thinking about the whole nation or the whole world. But in reality, the people who walk in darkness will see a light. That means that our calling, our mission field, is the people walking around us, the people in our circle, in our sphere. They're the ones that we are the light to. We're the light that they will see. Secondly, in verse 15, it says, no one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house. Well, there we are. Jesus lit a light in us when we were saved. And that is it right there. A lot of people are like, well, I'm not a theologian. I'm not a biblical scholar. I can't talk about it. No, you're not supposed to. He lit a light in you, and that's what you talk about. You talk about your story. You don't cover it up. You don't hide it. You just talk about your story. And again, it says it lights the whole house. Not the whole town, not the whole state, not the whole country, the whole house. And if we are all shining a light in our sphere, in our circle, if you could just picture in your mind all these lights glowing, one neighborhood at a time, one house at a time, we will be the light for those who are walking in darkness. And then lastly, it says, sorry, I'm getting my card straight. In the same way, let your good deeds shine out for all to see, so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father. So live your life like you believe in Jesus, and it will shine out for all to see, and they will see God just in the way you live. So do you want to know what you can do about this darkness that feels like it is closing in? Be a light. Tell your story. Live in a way that glorifies God. Don't worry about the whole country. Just worry about the people in your sphere. Let your life depict Christ. Live in a godly way, and others will recognize it. So that's what I want to encourage you today. Don't be overwhelmed. Do what you can do. Also, if you like my 5-minute Bibles, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification button. And you can also swing on over to my blog, 65mom.com. Have a great week.